Hello and welcome to a very special video. I hope you'll permit me this indulgence as I talk a little bit about generational experiences and turnover. With the death of Ozzy and Terry Hogan, or Hulk Hogan to more, and, well, many others, Samuel Jones, Lemmy, just to note a few, and as well mixed in with a number of family members I couldn't imagine not being there, having passed recently. I've grown both older and more sentimental. So I want to talk about something that you were probably experiencing or may experience in the future, and to talk about how it's normal, it's sad, and it's something that has to occur. Now, it's normal because every generation has faced this at some point in time. They have seen the people that they saw as immortal demigods, if you'll excuse the verbosity there. The people that they saw as the things that were never going to go away, the bedrocks, the foundations, and they watch them grow old and feeble, and then they shuffle off this mortal coil to move on to the next stage of life. And it really does bring into perspective your life, what you're dealing with, what you'll never be able to have again. Now, that's not to become morbid or entrench people in sadness. It's just to say that there are parts of us as we move on through our lives that we lose and are never able to truly regain. And that can be painful. And I want you to know you're not the only one. You're not alone in that regard. But as we see these individuals pass, and we experience it within ourselves, it's a normal thing in that this is generational overturn. It was to be expected that these people would, in considerable age and surprisingly as long as they lived, in the case of Ozzy, that this would happen. This is the natural sum of things. And as much as it makes us sad, the one thing I wanted to point out is this. They will not truly be dead until no one ever thinks of them again. A man doesn't truly die until no one speaks his name again. At least that's what I remember one of my grandparents telling me. And it's an important thing. These people have a chance to live on. Their music, their movies. If we still care about them and introduce them to new people, they will live on long before after we are gone ourselves. It's sad. It's something we should give a little bit of mourning to and remember the good parts, but we have to inevitably lead our own lives and live what we have. And it is interesting. I sit here having moved from going from talking about Gundam to playing Gundam to talking about Warhammer, doing Warhammer things, trying to be helpful with people with some hobby videos, and talking about design and tormenting my friends about it. And life changes as you go. It's not something you necessarily expect. I expected to be a Gundam channel that didn't have more than a couple of viewers on it, let alone subscribers. But inevitably, change will come, and if we like it or not, it will force us along whatever path we happen to be on. Now, we can take advantage of that, and that's what I want to encourage people. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling low, hold on to those good things and try to search for a way to make your life better, or at least in some way. Work on the small things and you'll get to the bigger things in time. In fact, if you can get rid of a lot of little annoyances, that can usually be very helpful. Now, my family, I've lost a good number of family members. We've been having some issues with cancer in the family, and it's been a hard time. We just recently lost my brother's father, And and this is just after another family loss just a little while ago. So I wanted to put it in perspective. These people hold a cultural significance, and they'll live on and help form other cultural significances. And we'll all experience this loss and this sense of unrooting, I guess is a way to put it, as we get into our older years. And it makes it easier for us to accept what the future holds for us in some ways. We have less of those things holding us as dearly to our lives as we did before. Now, that's not to promote any bad things or self-harm. That's just to say that as you get older, you become more disconnected, and the world is just a different place. It's often alien to you. And I just wanted to get some of this off my chest. It'd be interesting to see how we as a culture continue, and I hope for nothing but the best for future peoples and the future of our country, and so on and so on. But remember, we can move on into the future and remember the past. So I would suggest people not mourn them, but remember them for who and what they were, for the good things, and for the parts of their life and their experiences that impacted ourselves. I will always remember Ozzy for his music. I will always remember Lemmy for his. I will remember Hulk Hogan for lifting Andre the Giant, even though he did a lot of it himself. And I will always remember him for turning heel in the NWO. That's not to say anything about any of the men's individual characters. And I mean, look, I'll remember Sam Earl Jones for being a magnificent voice in Flight of Dragons, but that's my own personal thing. So I hope this helps people. It's a bit rambly, it's a bit disconnected, and honestly, I was not sure what to say, but we will all experience it. It will be a shared experience for us all. And hey, a man never dies until no one speaks his name. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.